Hi everybody, it's David Oak Farm. As you can see behind me over here, I've set up a new chicken run for the girls. They've pretty much not been able to come outside daily because we have too many predators around here. We got them bird swiped with a bobcat about a month after letting them out the first time, so we only can let them outside on weekends and things when we're actually outside in the yard doing yard work and make sure that they're okay. So I wanted to give them a little outdoor run that they can play in every single day, and then we'll still let them out in the yard when we're outside as well. So let's take a look at the fence and how it went together. Here's my initial thoughts. I'm going to use this leftover 4x4 I have. I'm going to stand it up vertically, obviously, but somewhere around here so I could put a gate right here at the corner of my coop. And then I'm going to run straight down this way into these bushes about here. Then I'm going to have a short section over there, that direction. Then I'm going to come up at a diagonal along the edge of this brush to a post here. So let's see if we can see this way. The post on the corners would be about there and there, way down at the end. How are you? That's good to hear. And so here I am again at the gate. Now you look down, I got a nice path down to where that final post will be. Likewise, come over at this corner. I do have to weed whack, but straight through where those alliums are. That's the path I have to take, but I do have to weed whack around and cut all those ferns and things down. We live in New Hampshire, of course, finding a few little rocks in my first post hole. But I do have the rod stuck down, not as deep as I would like, but it's kind of wedged between a root and a rock, so I think the post will stay pretty stable, but I think I'm hitting bedrock down there in the bottom. Alright, got my first set of posts up. After a bit of thought and just not being satisfied with the way these posts were sitting in my shallow soil, I decided to so far cement. I've done 3, I'll probably do 4 posts, but I've done this corner. I have not yet done this one, although I am considering it. This one here, I actually hit the bedrock. You can see the pieces of material I actually pulled out of this hole. I was lucky that the bedrock was fractured. I was able to pull some chunks out of it and make a recess in the rock. But you can see by my T-post how shallow it really is in the ground here. And it is literally hitting solid bedrock at that point. So I decided, at least on the ends, but probably all the way up the middle, I will no doubt have to put in a little bit of concrete. Not ideal, not the way I wanted to do it, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, so here's what I'm up against. There's the bedrock right there, and if I put my shovel up against the edge of the hole, you can see I'm only 3/4 of shovel depth into it so far, and I'm right down to the rock. A little bit more. This is definitely a piece of bedrock. I've tried to get under with a flat bar and move it, and that thing is not moving at all. But as you can see, it breaks off right here. So if I look down on my string line, my post actually wanted to be here on this side of the string, but I'm going to move it over about 1 foot and drop it here at least, where I can get down into this. I have to dig it out a little farther, but there's this little cavity here. Then I'll fill all this in with concrete, dig back a little more dirt. That should lock it in pretty well. Pain in the butt to dig out, but this is the upper ledge I first found. Like I said, I had to move my post because it wanted to be here. Now I have this little niche, and this down here is a piece of bedrock too. It's hard to see the angle, but this is I don't know, probably 45-degree angle between here and here, and it's wedge shaped. So when I drop a pipe down in there and concrete that in, that'll be pretty darn stable. Okay, here's what I ended up with. A nice low wire for ground critters like raccoons and so forth, and these 3 upper wires to keep bobcats and so forth from trying to jump over the top of this fence. And I think it'll do a pretty good job keeping things out. The girls are absolutely loving it. Another thing is this, I made this thing, well, didn't really have a choice because of the land, but this is nice and long and skinny and has some brush in it, so I'm hoping we're going to have pretty low hawk pressure because they won't be able to swoop in and attack like they would want to. It's kind of constricted and not really a good place for them to attack, so I'm hoping with no roof in here, we're still going to be alright from hawk attack. So all that's left now is I have to make 2 gates. I'm going to make sure I don't zap myself. But I'll have a gate over on there. And another one right here between this post and the coop. Try and back up. So yeah, another gate here so I can get in and out, let the girls in and out. And make sure you guys check back for another video, because I'll describe this here solar setup that I've created. It's not quite done yet. I do have to add an on-off switch and a main fuse and a few other things. But a nice solar panel, solar fence charger, or a DC fence charger, and a battery box. Okay, well that's it for today. I think the girls are nice and safe in here. I mean, a bobcat can technically jump over that, but there's not really a lot of great spot for them to jump from or anything like that. So I'm pretty confident the girls are going to be safe in there. And like I said, it's nice and narrow, so I don't expect too much hawk pressure because they can't really swoop in. So hopefully, if all things go well, they're going to be nice and safe in here, and they'll be able to enjoy it a day outside every single day.